for being here. Tonight it's a little bit different. Thank you for coming to Transparent Talks. I want to see, man, this thing is crazy. I'm double streaming, on StreamYard, vertical and horizontal, right? So it's like weird. It's crazy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to shout out everyone here. I'm so excited. Derek, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I know you're watching. Bestie, thank you so much for helping me. My executive producer is Bestie. SBK, for those who don't know. He's my executive producer tonight, but he just might grace us with his presence. He did pin my verse for me. Thank you so much. Miss Alice, thank you so much for being here. Good evening. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Life with Tasharia, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Tashara. Scorpio Mama, thank you for being here, Scorp. I appreciate you supporting on both sides. Thank you so much. Miss Wanda, reversing high blood pressure. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope all of y'all are hitting the like button. Thank you. Hey, blessed Elder Vaughn. Thank you so much for being here, Vaughn. I appreciate it. I said what I said. Thank you so much. Hi. It was great talking to you guys earlier. Mr. Stars, thank you so much for being here. I hope you hit the like button. Thank you. Hello from Atlantic City. Wow, thank you. Is it cold over there in Atlantic City? I think I got everyone. Thank you so much for being here. So I'm on both sides. It's either way. It's vertical and on horizontal. That is so cool. It's just, being able to see it is like kind of like trying to get used to it. I have been doing other lives, but I hadn't done them on both screen yet. I was just doing them on vertical during the day. So this is the first time that I actually experienced this. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So as I mentioned, my bestie, I always start out keeping up with the Griffins. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm doing good tonight. I really am. Not too bad at all. I wanted to come on tonight for my Transparent Talks. Y'all, I've been trying to get normalized or, used to going live. This is my 14th episode, y'all. Man, I would have never thunk it. For real. 14th. But I've been doing okay with my Transparent Talks. I've been sharing part of my journey, part of my long-term, what I call a lifestyle now. But if you don't know, and this is your first time here, this is my 20th year that I've been on basically a weight loss journey. But it's a lifestyle now. My top weight was 525 pounds. I've lost over 350 pounds. So, and it's been 20 since I first began all of that. And so that's why I try to share a little bit with that background, in other words. But what I always learned, and the reason I wanted to do Transparent Talks is because what I've learned is it wasn't a weight loss journey that I ended up just being about weight loss. It was more having to do with inner healing and growth. Okay. So that's the reason for my Transparent Talks. And I've talked about a lot of different things along the way. I found that for me, basing my foundation, spiritual wise, for me, that's what has helped me. And so that's why I share this with you all. And I do start out with the verse of the day for myself. And for today, with my topic, because my topic, I want to talk about basically um, talking about where I am today. You know, um, that I wanted to kind of hone in and give y'all some um, a little bit of an update, like where I'm at today. Like I want to just kind of zero in and give you a little bit of background of what I've been going through. And since it's transparent talks, that's why I want to talk about it. And if you notice my thumbnail, I'm kind of walking away from a certain um, transformation of sorts, right? And that picture that you see of me today, that was actually taken just a couple of days ago. So that's kind of gives you a little bit of a background of what I'm going to be talking about, and that's why I wanted to mention that. But I will go into. I wanted to go ahead and go into reading the verse of the day and giving you a little bit of background on why I chose this verse. Okay, and this is the King James version. Um, King James Version Bible um, that I'm going to be reading. Okay. Um, mm, what I chose today is Psalms 46:10. I think my bestie pinned it, and I pinned it on the other side too, on both. So it's pinned on both sides for you, depending on which side you're on. But it is Psalms 46:10, and it is be still and know that I am God. Now, the reason I chose this, it's been really heavy on my heart because I don't know about you, but that be still part, it's really hard for me. Okay, it's hard for me. I've always been reminded of just chill out, Joe. Just be still. And that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of this, you know. It's not always easy for me. Being still, it doesn't just mean sitting down to me, you know. It means quieting my mind. And that's the biggest place where that is the hardest place. I don't know about you guys, but for me, my mind runs constant. Um, yes, I'm admitting right now I'm that overthinker. Okay, I will run something in my mind, different scenarios of things in my mind, and it's one of those things that I have to literally intentionally just calm my mind. It's quieting my habits, quieting the parts of me that just want to rush. They want to rush. They want to get ahead. You know, they want to keep going. And that's why I talk a lot about just sitting, just kind of trying to be still. You know, I literally started a daily midday live, 15, 20 minutes tops, where I just take some time away so I can just kind of have a light break. And and this is why. Okay. I'm trying to be transparent today, and I'm trying to let you know this is why I have to just take a light break in the middle of my day. Um Sometimes from emotion, sometimes from being, you know, hectic of what I'm doing or what I'm worried about. A lot of times it's mostly what I worry about. I over worry about things, and then I have to remind myself, man, I know God's got it. And I have to just leave it at the altar, literally, y'all. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. For me, especially, so this summer, if you don't know, for this summer, I had surgery. And after the summer, for me, especially that this time, that's why I wanted to talk about this. I was really forced into that stillness. I was forced into just trying to sit back and just trying to be healthy, uh, trying to hone in on my health, because I couldn't do anything else except just trying to get healthy. I've gone through some things that didn't go quite the way I thought they should go. I had to go back to surgery. And this has all happened in the last few months. I mean, literally, I've had some wrenches thrown in there, and you guys wouldn't have even known I was flying. Some weekends you had no idea, but it's the stillness. It that's been the hardest to do. Not because I wanted to, right? But it's because my body needed it, and that's probably, I mean, it's probably why I had to go back. Because I was trying to do too much too quick, not thinking that I was, but and I don't know that that's why, but I needed to sit my butt down. Okay, I'm just trying to be honest. Um, in that stillness, though, I had to face things that I probably would have avoided if I stayed busy. And a lot of times, guys, I just have to be honest. Sometimes I stay busy on purpose. I stay busy because I don't want to. It's one of those. I think I mentioned it before. A lot of people use even social media to kind of mask what's going on. And that's kind of what I do, staying busy because I don't want to think about other things. I mean, literally, I'll work on this, trying to create this and trying to create that because I don't want to worry about the bills or, just different things. Um, so my healing, my emotions, my routines, my habits, even my connection with God, those things I have had to just sit back and focus more on. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Um, when this verse says, be still, it's not telling us to do nothing, it's telling us to stop trying to control everything. It's a reminder that not even when life feels paused, pause. God is still moving. I mean, he's still moving, even though, and that's the hard part. It's kind of like, you say, I say all the time, God can't move if we don't move. He can't, but he's still moving, even if he tells us to be still, even if we need to be still. Even when I'm not in the gym, he's strengthening me. And this is what I have to tell myself. Even when I'm not at my normal pace, guiding me, even when I can't see the full picture, he's already ahead of me, preparing the road ahead, and those are things I have to remind myself about. That second part, know that I am God, that's the grounding. That's like he's saying, relax, I've got you. And you don't have to carry this alone. You don't have to rush your way out of discomfort. You don't have to have the next step figured out. Just trust that I am God. And so anyway, this verse, it's been reminding me to honor where I am right now, to listen to my body, to pay attention to what the still seasons are trying to teach me, to stop fighting the process and start trusting it. That's the main thing that I really, really struggle with. So if you're like me and you've been struggling with slowing down or feeling behind or trying to get back on track, this verse is today's reminder that stillness, it's not a setback, it's a setup. It's the space where God heals, restores, realigns, and prepares us for what's next. And I am like here, I'm here for it. I'm here uh trying to trust that what's next is what's meant to be. You know, um I know it. It's just one of those things of getting a grasp of it. Um, because I'm just gonna be honest, not everything goes exactly, and that's why I talk about it all the time. Even if it doesn't go the way exactly the way it's supposed to, or the way I think it's supposed to, it is the way it is supposed to because it's the way he wants it. That's what I pray. That's what I pray for. I pray for his will. I pray for his guidance. I pray that everything that comes out of my mouth be his reflection or his what he wants me to say, and you know, and what he wants for me. So and it's one of those things, like if somebody, you know, I used to overthink and think, oh, so and so's not looking at my post or things like that, and I don't think like that anymore. Now I think, you know, people will see when it's for them. Get it? I don't know if that makes sense. A lot of times I'm not sure if it actually, you know, comes across the way I want to mention it, but um, I truly believe if you're seeing this right now, it's meant for you to see it. It's meant, you need a message, correct? You know, right now, if you're seeing this, if you see it later on the replay, hit the like button. But that's when you needed it. So it's never too late, and you don't have to apologize for not seeing it live with me. It just wasn't time for you to see it. You need the message when you see it. I hope that makes sense. And I'm talking about in anything. In anything, when I come across something, it's like, man, I needed that message. Have y'all ever thought that? You know, when you actually see something, it's like it's just on time. It's right on time. It's because that's when you need it. You know, you're seeing it exactly when you need it. When you're getting this message exactly when it's right on time for you. And and everybody will take a different message from that, from whatever I'm saying. You'll pick up what you need from it, what is for you. um and I just wanted to mention that. I want to shout out the chat. I've been talking, and I want to see if anybody that I have missed. um who have I missed? I said what I said. Thank you so much. Oh, Brooklyn Beauty TV, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I saw the Griffins were here. Did I miss anybody up ahead? I don't know. Okay. Yes, I shouted out the Griffins. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. The Bud Files, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Gorilla, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I thank you so much. Disrupt, sis, thank you for being here. Disrupt, discuss. Thank you, podcast. I appreciate it. A brother of a certain age. Thank you so much for being here. I'm touched. Nestos, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Thank you for being here. Hey, Shanice. Happy birthday again. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Who else did I miss? Tim Windsor. Thank you so much for being here, Tim. You caught me live. I saw your message that you had missed me during the day, I think, though, right? Thank you so much for being here. You guys, I am truly touched because you could be anywhere else. And I appreciate it. I truly do. Aussie Chick, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I see you. Mr. Stars, I think I said hi to you from Atlantic City. Yes, I was asking if it was cold over there. Miss Wanda, did I say hi to you? Thank you for being here, Miss Wanda. Yeah, you're telling Shanice happy birthday? Yes, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure she's a youngin'. She don't have to tell her age, but I know she's young. I know she's young. I think I got everybody. I got everybody, Bestie. Bestie is my executive producer, y'all. So if your message doesn't get highlighted, blame it on him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I was talking about I had surgery this summer. Okay. And so I wanted to talk about, since I had to kind of be still since this summer. Yeah, it's so I mentioned a little bit at the beginning. I wanted to give you guys, if you are new here and it's your first time, and I was giving a background that I've lost over 350 pounds. So after losing that much weight, I've had 3 rounds of skin removal. And honestly, I never thought that I would be able to. But I've been blessed to be able to have 3 rounds of skin removal. And this summer was my third round of skin removal, and it was on my legs. So I've had to sit my butt down, literally, and just kind of try to heal. I've hit some I had some issues that I had to return to surgery along the way. So it kind of delayed me even more. But I had already told myself that I was giving myself till this coming year to heal, and not to rush myself back, right? But one thing I wanted to mention, one of the things that I wanted to mention, or the reason I'm mentioning it, is because um, I after losing the weight, or after having the skin removal, and after losing all that weight. So okay, let me backtrack. Sorry. So at the beginning of my weight loss, my top weight was 525 pounds, but I was there's a lot of different scenarios that different people go through. But for me, in my situation, I was a big kid. I was big since at 10 years old. I weighed 175 pounds. So that tells you, and literally from 10 years old, that's the recorded weight that I know I was at 10 years old. Prior to that, I don't know, but well, no, from 9 years old to 10 years old, I like ballooned. I kind of doubled in my weight. It was some things that happened in that time frame of my life. And I literally found elementary records that I saw that weight, recorded. So that's why I know. But anyway, so from that point on, I literally continued to go up. I was not that yo-yo dieter. I was not that up and down weight person. No, I just kept going up in my weight. Use food for comfort. That tells you. So anyway, so I'm a person that was always big, and I continued to be big and balloon. And at 34 years old, I found myself at 525 pounds. It's been 20 years since my journey. So I'm kind of celebrating a 20-year journey, you know, which I now call a lifestyle. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because now, today, and I said all that to explain that I wasn't somebody who worked out or, knew anything about working out. But it's been 20 years since I started all that. And today it's a lifestyle. Today I love it. Today I have grown to enjoy going to the gym. That's something that I miss when I don't do it, literally. Um, I'm not an athlete. I have bad knees. You know, that that heavy weight that I carried so long really did a number on my knees. So there's not too much that I can athletically call myself an athlete for, other than working out, and I really enjoy it, y'all. I think personally, I think when I started seeing the change in my body is when I started loving it, because the more I have been able to get rid of the excess skin, I'm able to see how I can change my body or tone my body, right? The more that my body actually. Thank you so much for being back, Shanice. Everybody was telling you happy birthday, by the way. I said you were probably a youngin. I got to tell you in case you missed it, because I was talking about you. But thank you for being back. Um, but now that I was able to get rid of the excess skin, I can actually see where I can tone my body, and that's what excites me. It excites me to be able to now, once I'm able to, because I have not, I've been back in the gym now, and that's one of the updates I wanted to share. So I've been back in the gym now, and um, I haven't worked out my legs because I don't want to cause any issues, but I'm back in the gym and working out my upper body because I didn't have no surgery there. And I'm pretty sore, so I know it's working. But that's what before I had my thighs done, I had already done the upper body, and I loved watching. Man, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. I literally post a lot of workout stuff that I usually do, and on my stories and stuff. But if I love seeing the transformation that I'm able to do. I love when I work out my back and I can see the muscles or my arms constantly trying to. I'm really jealous of my bestie, y'all, because he's got these traps. Have y'all seen them? If you haven't and you don't know my bestie, y'all need to check out his traps. I call him thirst trap. Okay, I'm being funny, but it's true. He's got these traps that I'm trying to get. Okay, not as big, obviously. I'm never gonna get as big as he is, but I want some of that, y'all. I really do. You know, I got goals. I got goals. Okay. But anyway, um, just being able to see. I don't know if anybody else has those little goals. These are some of my goals. Yes, thirst traps, girl, thirst traps. And but I get jealous because I want some. I want some. And sometimes I've been there where I start working them out, and I can tell. Mm. But and that's I think that's what I'm right here in this picture. That was the first day back. So I kind of felt like I was like pumping all my muscles. I did a full body, upper body workout, my back and all my arms. So I was like feeling my muscles kind of, when you kind of put air in a tire and you can see it pumping. That's kind of like I felt for real, for real. But and then I went another. So I've worked out twice this week so far. Um, I can't work out like the days I go into the office. I really don't have the time really. Um, but yeah. hmm that's my little goals, y'all. I don't know if y'all do, if y'all have like big goals and then you set like tiny little goals. Those are my goals. Those are my goals. I don't want to look like a man. I could never look like a man, y'all. Men, women, unless you're taking gear, unless you're taking some kind of supplemental things that are sold that are pumped in so you can increase your muscles, stuff like that. Unless you do anything like that. But regular workouts and things like that, a natural woman is not going to look like a man. And but I want to see my muscles. So have y'all ever seen my sis when she's in the gym and she's flexing her muscles? Um, just believe it's just ETV, Disrupt and Discuss podcast. She was in here. My sis. Okay. So she's got these muscles, y'all. I'll have her flex one day for y'all. She has flexed before. She shows it sometimes. Don't get mad at me, sis. But it's true. I'm giving you props. There's certain women that you see that that you don't. No, I'm never jealous of nobody. When I said I was jealous of my bestie, I'm joking because I could never be as big as him. But it's just those, it's like, man, I want that. I want some of that. Okay. Oh, there's my sis. There she is. I knew I'd make you come out of the bushes. says, you should come up here so you can come and flex your muscles for us and you can show them my goals, okay? You can show them what my goals are. Because, I can't show besties, right? Because that's too big. Never. But, it just gives a little bit of, that's where I want to go towards, but yours are more doable. Get it? Yeah, So, but there's a thing though. See, so in that picture that y'all see right there on my background, in that picture, I had just kind of pumped a little bit. So I was feeling good about showing the little bit of definition that's kind of popping out. But see, if you haven't kind of pumped, if you're not coming from the gym, because I don't know if you guys know, if you guys work out, but yes, bro has trap game. Yes, he's got thirst trap game, girl. Anyway, but you already know the women be thirst trapping. Anyway, he's gonna get so mad at me. But anyway, if you get out of the gym, that's like that prime, that's when you want to take a picture. Okay. Right after you kind of pump it up. Before they go flat a little bit. But the more you do it, they'll stay that way. Okay. So that's the whole thing. Like me, this is my first time working out since the end of June. So that's June, July, August, September, October. See, y'all, that's 4 months. That's horrible. 4.5 months. Because it was the 23rd. And when I was in the gym, I know the owner. And so I was talking to the owner and he's like, where have you been? Where you been? And I was like, and I told him, he's like, I told him, I said, I literally came probably the day before I flew out. So the whole time I've not been in there, but also because after you have surgery, they leave drains in you. And so you've got you don't want to go anywhere that could be unsanitary. You just can't, you just can't be in those places at home. But it's for me, there's some people who can work out at home. And I did sometimes, I promise. Right here at my desk, I have bands that I can, use, but it's not the same for me. It isn't. And Bestie kept telling me, you could have been working out at home. You could have been. It's just not the same thing. He won't work out at home either. And he's got plenty of things to do it. It's just for me, I just like it. I like what I like. Okay. And I always say also, one tip I want to tell you, if you want to work out, the best thing to do is find what you enjoy doing. It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It doesn't. I have learned that. But for me, that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I found I enjoyed. But also because I have some, I can't run like other people. I can't jump like other people. Man, if I could, I'd be jump roping. I those things, they excite me to see people do, but I need knee replacement. So I can't do those kind of things, but in the gym, I can do things that I'm able to do. And so that's why I like to do it. Okay. That's why I enjoy that. But finding what you like to do, thank you, Scorp. I appreciate it. Finding what you enjoy doing, what you like to do, just so you can get some heart health, that is the best thing, honestly. So that's what I've been doing, just healing since my summer surgery. And a lot of it, so because I can't go to the gym, it really messes with me. It messes with me emotionally because I'm not able to do the things that I need to do or that I want to do or that I enjoy doing. I really missed it. Man, I'm telling y'all, I missed it. And this is how bad I missed it. Normally, I don't like to work out at night. That's it. Me, I'm a morning person. I enjoy working out in the morning. And I was talking about it today at the office. It's like, that's what I prefer to do. I don't like going at night, even because of all the dudes there, you know. There's a lot of people. And once upon a time I was like, I was afraid to go in the gym at night, because I looked so much different than everybody else, kind of thing. Um, it was like I was nervous. I thought people were gonna shun me or make fun of me because I was so overweight going into the gym. Those kind of things. They're honestly insecurities that larger people have. I say people because I think men or women could have them. So going at night has never been, even today, it doesn't matter that I have transformed a lot or whatever. Going at night is just not my thing. But y'all, I missed it so much that on Sunday, because I was able to, I went Sunday afternoon after church, after everything. I went in the evening. And I've gone in the evening. The two times I've gone this week, I went in the evening time. Yes, sir. I think Tuesday night I went at 7. Heck, and it was packed too, young. And yes, it was packed. It was packed. A lot of, like this. But still, I went because I missed it so much, and that's when I'm able to go. I told you, like, when I'm in the office, I really can't go. So if I wasn't here with y'all tonight, I would be in at the gym probably because my son don't get out until late. So um, that too, man. I just, it's one of those things. I want to. I've really missed it. I truly did. I truly have missed it. And when I'm not able to go, like, it's like my emotions get the best of me. I have to learn patience, which is not, yeah. Patience is a virtue. I don't have it. I just like I want to just rush back, and I don't need to do that. But getting back in the routine, that's what I've been trying to get go through now. But I'm going to tell you, during the time that I was not in the gym, I did take those 4 months that I just figured out. I took some time to kind of look at, because my nutrition, right? I needed. Hi, Abril. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I truly do. Thank you so much. Um, Not being able to be in the gym, I took some time that I needed to make sure that my nutrition and my supplements were on point, right? I needed to make sure. One of the things that is very important while healing, um, while going through any kind of transformation, any kind of weight loss, any kind of any of it, you have to make sure that your nutrition is on point. You need to make sure, because that's one of the things that I've learned in these 20 years, y'all. Nutrition is very important. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I am a professional of my life. And my 20 years is why I'm here trying to share. But I'm not I do suggest that if you are taking, I just want to put a disclaimer, if you are taking any kind of transformation, any kind of weight loss, any kind of diet that you want to try of any sort, please consult your physician. Please get blood tests. Make sure that your levels, everything for you, because we're all different. We are all different. We all are starting at a different level. Me starting at the level I was is completely different than where my sister started from, or anything, anyone else not starting from where I was starting. Plus, we all have different anatomies, right? So make sure you are under some type of supervision, physician supervision, so they can test you out for your health. Okay. I really want to mention that. That is very important, guys. It's very important because you can alter and hinder yourself. And so that's one of the things and one of the reasons that I wanted to it literally in all of these years, I had not educated myself on the time frames of when to do certain things. Hey, Junior, thank you so much for being here. Junior the Truth. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, I all of these years, and so that's why I'm still learning. We're all still learning. We're trying to master our mind. Um, Shout out to Junior the Truth. But we should be constantly growing. We should be constantly learning. And I'm just here being transparent, okay? That's why I do this, because transparency for me is important. And so I'm being transparent, letting you know that it's taken all of these years for me to actually be still and try to educate myself on, are you taking your supplements the times that you're supposed to be? Are you taking them with certain foods and taking them with food, or taking them at times that are best suited for your body, or for what you need them to work for yourself, for you. Um, if you're taking a supplement for energy per se, I'm going to give an example. If I'm taking a supplement that is for energy and I take that at night, it's going to mess with my sleep, right? Because my energy is going to be up and I'm not going to be able to sleep well. So that's just an example of um, why it is important to know exactly what you're taking, why you're taking, supplements for. Uh, Make sure that you're taking supplements that are working for what you need them to work for you. Um, some of us, some of us, and me included, are elderly and up in age, and because because of that, certain supplements work best for us, and it's best that we know exactly when to take them. So it's taken me all these years, while I was not able to work out, to just educate myself and figure out, okay, I'm taking this and this and that. I was taking things that I wanted to take and needed to take for certain reasons, but I was not taking them at the correct times to work best for my body. So those are things that I've learned in the last 4 months, literally. What foods to eat. I'm eating a lot more celery and vegetables that will help me with my swelling while I'm going through healing. I literally just reeled in a lot of the main important things that were going to help me while I was having to be still, basically, right? Having to uh, not work out. Because that's something that I literally love. I know not everybody does. I know, but some people like, tennis. Some people like golf. I don't know if that's very, but it's true. I mean, hey, you're walking unless you use the little cart, right? But pickleball, whatever you enjoy doing, as long as you're keeping your heart healthy, okay? Get your blood pumping. I used to tell my dad was immobile at the end of his life, and he didn't move much anymore. And I would tell him, "Hey, Dad, just wherever you're sitting, just do some air boxing." If you think about it, that air boxing is pumping this here, and it's pumping your biggest muscle in your body, other than your skin. That's your heart. And so when you're doing air boxing, it's pumping your heart, and it's pumping that blood. Your heart is pumping your blood, and just do whatever you're able to do. I cannot. I cannot do a lot because of my knees, but I make do with what I'm able to do. So I try to just make the best of what I'm able to do, and that's what I want to encourage all of you to do. What you enjoy doing and what keeps you heart healthy. I say it all the time, and I probably sound like a broken record to some people, but it's very important. Heart health is very important. It's one of the things that is um, very in my family. It's something that we've always a lot of my family has suffered with being heart healthy, or and so that's one of the things that I worry a lot about. um that's what I wanted to share. Some of the things that you can educate yourself on if you're on any kind of regimen, any kind of supplement regimen, any kind of vitamin regimen. Those vitamins are best at certain times of the day. So you can you can reach out to your Chat GPT, to your Gemini, to your any of those, or your Google, and just find out when or even ask your doctor if you have a holistic doctor. It's best, right? But any kind of um, where you can educate yourself on when is the best times for you to take your vitamins and take your supplements that you take, and what foods to eat with them, because that's very important. And that's one of the things, or some of the things that I've been working on for myself too, um, during this time. Those are, I had to basically learn my body all over again, because I've gone through, I've mentioned, I've gone through three different skin removal surgeries. And so that means my body is changing, not just from the weight loss, but now because of the skin loss, right? Or change. And so it's completely different, y'all. I mean, can you imagine? Like, I mean, I don't know if you can imagine. I know it's hard. Once being 525 pounds, I still see Big Joe. That's who, that's my girl, you know. Big Joe is, I still see her. She's still here, but it's very different. For example, just a couple of weeks ago, I was on a plane, and on the airplane, it's very different, y'all. Just sitting in a chair where I can put that, and these are things that I've gone through. I can put that seatbelt over me, which I wasn't able to at 525 pounds. I had to get an extender seatbelt, you know? And so my body has changed drastically, completely. So learning my body all over again, that is something that I've even more so these last 4 months I've had to go through. Um, I have to try to learn because of the swelling in my legs and the healing in my and that I've been going through. I have to like know what my triggers are, what foods that I eat, that might trigger that swelling or inflammation. And I'm just rediscovering myself, guys. Rediscovering what foods that help with the inflammation or lack thereof, right? I don't want the inflammation, or foods that cause my flare ups. That's things that I've been just trying to learn all this time, readjusting myself, readjusting my nutrition, and that way it's healing, those are things that I've been trying to learn. So it's been something, it's been a lot. Joe, your strength and perseverance is so motivational. Thank you so much. I'm not I said it's been 20 years though. You know, it doesn't, and I say that because it's a lifestyle for me now. It's a way of life. That's why I tell you I miss it now. And that's where um that I got to that point because I don't want it to be something that I'm just constantly fighting. I want to continue to grow in it. And my bestie last night was talking about remembering, because I really needed him to remind me, because I don't know if y'all know, when you come out of surgery or you're in the hospital and your doctor's saying certain things, it's good to have somebody there to hear what they say because you're going through so much that you kind of forget what they tell you. And he had to remind me that my doctor literally told me that now I'm not at a place where I need to be losing weight anymore. I know not everybody would agree with that because women are of the type that, oh, I want to be 130 pounds or I want to be, I mean, y'all, I came from 525. Y'all think I ever wanted to be 130 pounds? No. I didn't even foresee myself being where I'm at today. Having once been at the other spectrum. Okay. I know some people can't understand that because you've never been there, but having been 500 plus pounds, I never foresaw. People used to ask me, "What's your goal weight?" Baby, I don't know. I'm not joking, but because also I wasn't somebody that was ever ever thin, right? I was always a big girl. I mean, since I mentioned at 10 years old, I weighed 175 pounds, y'all. That's more than, well, no, now, not now, but that's where I'm at today, right? So, um, at 10 years old. So you can't ask somebody who is 525 pounds, what's your goal weight? You know, um, but literally at that point, because the doctor asks you and you have to have some kind of set goal, my goal weight was 175 because I knew that at 10, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I said 175. It was kind of, it was one of those that I wanted to try to meet the last number I knew, when I was little. So sorry, laugh out loud. I was just talking about how my weight, according to the doctor, for my height is supposed to be 130. I said that because I think for me it's supposed to be 130, 135. And that's why I thought of that number because I've been like, because I'm only 5'3", y'all. Y'all go look at that BMI thing from that doctors give you. I'm only 5'3". So if you look at my height, according to, and I don't know how they calculate it, yes, they give you 130, 135. And then you look at the BMI, and I'm like obese at my weight now. Baby, I look good. That's all I care about. For real. You're 5'1". Oh, girl, no. Yeah, so I don't know what mine is exactly anymore, though. I don't look at it. You are short. Yes, we're short. But hey, Shanice is shorter than me, y'all. I know I'm short though. I have a stool in my kitchen because my son's 6'1", maybe taller now. But um, I have a stool in my kitchen because he's not always here like now. So I can't be asking him to get my rice from the top of the refrigerator or so I pull out my stool and I get on my stool and I get up there. I make do. I even have a stool for my bed, y'all. For real. I don't know why I told y'all that. That's horrible. I'm shrinking. Really, Squirt? Don't laugh at me, Alice. I do. I have a stool for my bed. Yeah, my grandbaby can get on my bed because of my stool. But I have a step stool as well. See? Because you shorter than me, Shanice. That's why. Thank you, Shanice. You look amazing. Hey, thank you for being here, Levi Chino. Hey, that's how you say that, right? No, I don't know if you say it that way, but that's easy for me to read. Thank you for being here. Are you my stepmom? No, I'm not your stepmom, but I am a stepmom. But I don't call myself a stepmom. I'm a bonus mom. But no, I'm not your stepmom, dear. But I appreciate you being here, though. Hit the like button. And if you need a stepmom, I can fill in sometimes. Just hit me up. I'm a good mother, I think. I give myself some props. No, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If I look like your stepmom, that's cool. She must be beautiful. I like being big so I can whip butt. Scorp, you can whip butt being small too with our little short selves. Must imagine, let me see what my girl said. Must imagine use your imagination yourself as this big as this beautiful Joe. And then you said see yourself walking in the field of flowers. It's great. It is great. All praise to the Most High. Yes, ma'am. Hey, my bro is here. Thank you for being here, Two Cent. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Um, what did you say? I messed around and got a platform bed for my bed. The step stool is a must. Yes. Yeah. I need a step stool too. And don't laugh at me, Two Cent. I need a step stool for my bed because I am short, as you know. But yes, so that's what I've been doing, working on these last 4 months since I've had to be still, just learning my body all over again, getting back into my routine, my supplement journey, just learning what is good for me to take at what time. I adore you, Joe. I gotta run. Thank you so much for being here, Scorp. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you so much. Hit the like button, girl. No, I know you did. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't be laughing, Two Cent. It's not funny. But I know you know I'm short, man. It's okay. It's okay. I don't want to be tall because I can't be. Anyway, um, so all that I was saying, it's because it all really challenged. I've been challenged to just be still, honestly. It's just being forced to rest when you're naturally active now. See, once upon a time, that's what I'm talking about. Big Joe again. My girl was not an active girl. Now she was spunky. She was outgoing. She was, she was actually pretty confident. Because girl, she never. Hmm. Big Joe was not active physically, okay, but she had a heart, right? But because now I'm naturally physically active and I enjoy being physically active, and it's one thing that I feel not being physically active causes me more problems than not. Um, so just being used to that, because like I said, I'm celebrating 20 years in my lifestyle, in my new, you know, way of life. Um, just having to be still, it was very challenging for me. It was a lot of discomfort in just slowing down. Um, I I dwell on a lot, just trying to work on myself, trying to learn and listen. And I think honestly, you guys, in the last 4 months, it's caused me to listen a lot more to others telling me about myself. Because I'm going to tell you something. People are, whether you hear them or not, people will tell you about yourself. If they find that you're doing something good or that you're doing something bad, people will let you know in their own way. They're going to let you know, but if you're always active and you're always doing things, you're not always adapt to listening, right? For me. And I'm talking about me, y'all. And if you can relate, you know, um but for me, I didn't always hear people telling me about myself. So in the last 4 months, I've really been challenged because I actually hear. Actually, from from the very beginning of the summer time when I went to surgery, it's like I could hear actually people telling me about myself. And because I had nothing else to do and I was just sitting trying to heal and trying to just I was I found myself working on myself a lot more. It's not don't get me wrong, I've always worked on myself. I've been in programs, uh you know, year-long programs. I'm always actively working on myself, and that's why I listen to certain um, things, trying to grow. I read certain books and things to try to learn and try to grow and trying to learn about myself. Okay, but it's always something different when you hear it another person's perspective. And it's not to say that everybody's always right. It's not that. It's just getting another person's perspective about yourself or their perspective, right? Because everybody has a different perspective of you. Um, but especially if they're close to you and they spend a lot of time with you, just listening to what they have to say. Sometimes space is needed. If you start if you start feeling like you're annoying somebody, it's very important, and this is something that I have learned. It's very important to just put some space, to just put some space between me and needing to keep my peace from certain chaos, right? And those are the things that I've learned, that I've been learning, that if you ever feel that somebody is just starting to just kind of get out of alignment with you, and they may be aligned in a different direction, or just something's going on, because everybody is going through something. Okay, and so if they're going through something that they might not want to share with you, and so it's causing friction in between you and that person, because they could be going through something completely different that you don't even know about. And so if you find yourself in that situation, and they're going through something where it's taking them on a totally different, twist from your situation, or and you just don't understand it, right? Or there's a lot of misunderstanding happening. It's a time where you need to take some space. You need to put some space, and you need to just kind of listen, not always react. That's something I've had to learn. It's something that has not always been real easy for me. I've had to just listen to learn and not listen to react. And that's something that I can honestly be transparent about today and say I didn't always do. I'm most of the time, Big Joe, Medium Joe, whatever Joe, I was always listening to react, or being on that defensive. That comes from, I had to learn that came from being on guard. I put up guards for myself throughout my life for different reasons. And I've always had guards up. And it takes, I don't think there's anybody on this earth anymore that has been able to take those guards down completely from me. So I literally constantly have guards up. I literally, like, if somebody, one of the guards that I have, if somebody does not say something to me directly, clearly, uh, I'm not going to think anything different. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you, and I mean, if I ever have, someone in my life, I mean, they're gonna have to really, like, just come and poke me and say, "Girl, I want you," because I'm never going to assume otherwise. Get it? Like, and I'm just using that as an example because that's how much of a guard I have up. You know, um, there's people who will tell me all the time, Joe, they're freaking flirting with you, but I don't see it. I don't know it at all. I'll never. I mean, I promise you, I will never assume it either. Never. Like, I mean, because of the guards that I have up. But because of those guards, sometimes it causes friction, even in, I know I don't have a significant other. I don't have even a lover, not at all. Um, but even in any kind of friendship, relationship, I have a guard up constantly. So me and, my closest brother, will sometimes, he'll sometimes get annoyed with me. Yes, Joe, I get it because whatever, whatever, because I put a guard up and I don't assume that he knows something. So I try to over explain myself to him, and that's Derek. He'll tell me all the time, like, yes, I get it, because he knows, right? But that's one of the things that I've got to guard up constantly, and I don't assume that you know something about me, even though you've known me 25 years. I mean, you know, me and Derek have known each other longer than that, and but I don't assume he knows something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's just a little bit of an insight on what I'm talking about when I say that I've got guards up. And so these 4 months, it's like I've literally been able to hear people pour into me. Because, see, that's another thing. I really appreciate somebody pouring into me or caring enough to tell me about myself. I truly do. They probably don't know it. They probably never believe that I appreciate them actually telling me, you know, my faults from their perspective. It doesn't mean that it is a fault of mine. Not everything somebody tells you is completely a fault. It's their perception of your faults, right? For whatever reason. So, but when they actually take time to actually communicate it to you, that means something because they don't have to, right? I don't, you know, not everybody is they don't have to feed into you. They don't have to sit and try to explain something to you. They don't have to communicate anything to you. So the fact that somebody does, I appreciate. And so, but it's taken so much time for me to actually hear it. I don't know why. I don't know why, but that's another thing that I've actually caught myself being able to do this these 4 months. I wanted to share with you guys that I've actually been able to hear others feed into me, and they probably always were, because some people are very vocal, very communicative. Did I say it right? And it doesn't mean that they never said it to you before. It just means I didn't hear it, and I've been able to hear it now recently. Hey, Real Odds and Evens, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I know there's a lot that you do understand, Real. I appreciate you telling me that with the gem drops. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think I missed Super Twister 28. Thank you so much for being here, B Rob. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Salute, salute, salute. Living my best life 96, 97. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate so much. I think are you Echo? I'm not sure. When they don't have they don't have your handle on there, and it's just your, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um but thank you for being here. Thank you. I I apologize if I got the wrong person, but thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Did I miss anyone else, bestie? My executive producer is my bestie, by the way. Thank you so much, Scorp. I appreciate it. I got a platform bed. Shanice, girl, just because we short doesn't mean we can't get the higher things. We got ways. We got ways to climb our way up. See, I don't like them short. Yeah, I'm talking about men. Although my bestie believes otherwise, I would not choose short. Let's put it that way. Not anymore. Y'all, no ma'am. No ma'am. I don't like them short. 6. No, I was gonna start calling heights. Hey, y'all, my dad was the shortest in my family. My dad was 5'11". My brothers are 6'1" and 6 foot. My son is probably 6'2" now. The last recorded height was 6'1", but he's growing. Okay, he's 17. He's still growing. Okay, I'm the only one. Actually, I believe. I don't know. I believe though. I was told that my biological mother was a tall woman. So why I came out short, y'all, I don't know. Okay, I didn't get the height, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm cute. I really am. Y'all, yeah, she cute. She cute. Okay. You don't have to believe me, but I believe me. She cute in my height too. And I'm sure Shanice too. Shanice in her little height. She's shorty. And she's still cute. I want a tall man. Well, for sure taller than me. Right? But I don't know, girl. No. I cannot say that. I can't. Because no. Y'all, I had one man get off of planes, and don't laugh, bestie, but I had one man. I did a mistake and I met him online. And I found out later, after I met him in person, y'all, I'm telling too much, but I'm gonna tell it. After I met him in person, I found out he purposely would take his pictures online at an angle, and he showed me how he would do it. So for my bestie to believe that I already knew the man was short before I met him in person is crazy, first and foremost, because after meeting him in person, he showed me how he would do the angle to show himself taller. Cap is not a cap, y'all. Look, it's not all cap. It is not. He showed me how he would take the pictures at an angle to make himself look taller. So y'all don't believe this mess y'all see on social media. Don't believe it. Yes, I got catfished by Danny DeVito lookalike. He wasn't that short, boy. He wasn't that short, y'all. Sutton Booch, what is short to you? Okay, I'm 5'3", Sutton Booch. Thank you for being here, by the way. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If this is your first time here, I appreciate. The average height in the UK is 5'5". Is that 5 feet 5 inches? Because I know y'all, that's 5 feet 5 inches. Is that average for a man or a woman? Is that average for a man? That's not average here in the States, and in the Western states, it's not average for a man. She said chill. Y'all dude was 5 foot. He SBK. Cállate la boca. Y'all, I was Spanish because you know when with me, I'm not gonna say all Hispanics, but with me, when I get a little riled up, I just want to speak in Spanish. Okay, in the UK here, for real. Okay, well, for a man, for me. So you asked what is normal or what did you ask? Hold on, y'all getting riled up here. The average height in the UK. Wait, but he asked what is short to you? Okay, so short for a man to me, and I'm gonna say this from experience. And I'm not talking about the man that catfished me. I'm not talking about him. He was 5'5", y'all. He was 5'5". Okay, he was still a little taller than me. But short to me is what my ex-husband, okay, I have 2 ex-husbands, okay, y'all. I know. But my first ex-husband was 5'7". That's short. I never would. That's not preferred. Now, I'm not saying I would never, okay? Because I would never, nothing. Okay? Whatever God's will for me, Lord, I apologize. I'm not stepping on your toes. Lord, whatever your will for me is, Right. Because, hey, y'all never know. The love of my life might be five. Ay, Dios. I'm not gonna, Lord, please bless me. Okay, y'all seeing too much of me. But anyway, look. Hablo español un poquito. And she speaks Spanish a little bit. That's what she said. But anyway, y'all, mosquito. No, not mosquito. Oh, he was not a mosquito. Did he say he was a mosquito, y'all? Did he say he was a mosquito? He didn't even meet him in person. 5 feet. I don't want to poke fun. Sheesh. For a man or for a woman? Not sure what height it is in the US. Oh, okay. So I don't know but okay. So feet wise, 5'7" is too short for me for a man. Dude was a troll. So, okay. But I promise y'all, I'm not lying. I'm not lying at all. I really, and I explained it to Bestie too, y'all. When he got off that airplane, well, I didn't see him get off the airplane, but I was in the area where you're in baggage pickup, right? You're in baggage pickup. You come through the doors, and that's where you can see who's picking you up at the airport. And when he came through those doors, y'all, I just kind of, when you see somebody for the first time, you know who they are. Y'all, don't be mean. Don't be mean. And the only reason I'm speaking, y'all, this is why I'm speaking, because the man had so much of a problem with me, and I'm sharing this. I'm transparent talks time right now, and he's not gonna hear me because he blocked me, y'all. He ended up blocking me on social media, not because of anything that I did, but because he moved on, and it was a problem for him to see me, and obviously, because I didn't do anything other than him moving on. Even when he moved on, I was like, hey, getting to know his new person, whatever. But then when he moved on to another person, it was like he didn't want to deal with that anymore, and he just blocked me. He couldn't see me anymore. For real. That kind of, no, but it is true though. It is true where when that's one of the last things that he mentioned to me. Like, it was so hard for him not to reach out and check on me, type of deal. And he had someone else. He was moving on with someone else, but he would still make a point to kind of reach out. And it was uneasy for me because once you have someone else, all you got to do is let me know. And after that, I'm going to be respectful completely. So I'll go through her ex-husband. I'll go through the new wife to talk to you if I need to, because I don't need to. But if I need to, if my son's father, if I need to contact them, I'm gonna contact you through your wife, type of deal. I'm very respectful, y'all. So all you got to do is tell me. So that was the situation, and I'm being very transparent here. I was in a situation where I know you're moving on. Hey, so I only contacted her. Me and her were very good friends. And it was very uncomfortable for him because she didn't know our past. And then when he moved on from that, that's when he blocked me from social media and he couldn't see me anymore. For real, y'all. So anyway, that's why I'm sharing. When he got off that plane and he came through those doors and you see somebody for the first time, you know it's them because you've seen them on social media, you've seen them on video, kind of thing. But I'm looking down and I was like, oh shit. Sorry, I just cussed. I apologize. But that was my reaction. So I wasn't like all like I would have been with someone else. Lord, I'm so sorry. I've already asked for forgiveness, y'all. But anyway, let me see what he said. Real talk, he really was the star of the movie series The Leprechaun. He was not. He was not. You are so shady. Real. No, the shady one is right there. Where's me gold? That's the shady one, y'all. If it works, it works. You're right. You're right, Sun Booch. If it works, it works, but it was not for me. Wait, what did he say? Let Frodo block you? I don't have no choice. If you want to block me on social media, that's you, right? I can't. Alice, SBK, I can't with y'all. Y'all, what are y'all saying? Even Alice is over here saying something. Alice, literally, I am typing this live from UK. Thank you so much for being here. So that means, though, UK, I know somebody else in the UK, when he comes in, he's coming in. So this is the morning time for you, Sudden Boots, right? Your time zone is completely different from ours. So probably, I don't know, 5 to 8 hours different, maybe 8 hours, maybe. I'm not sure. I know you have a different time zone. I might. Did he come out of a suitcase? Real. There is a criminal case where a woman put her man in a suitcase and he passed away. So don't say that. No, he did not come out of a suitcase. Oh, stupid. That's what it made me think about. And anyway, no, real. He did not come out of a suitcase. He only had a backpack too. So SBK, you're a tourist to me, or a dwarf. Yeah, cappity cap cap. Y'all are so mean. Oh, Alice is just laughing. She didn't say. Oh, she loud, Mama Alice. What did she say? Did she say anything? Mosquito. Oh, a mosquito SBK. That was Alice. Miss Alice. For real. Don't feed into thirst trap. Don't let thirst trap get you off your. You are a child of God. Where's me gold? SBK shady. Yes, SBK is real shady, man. He is bad. He's always, ever since, y'all, if y'all ever hear this man say that I like midgets, that's why he's saying it. I just put a on game on why this man has all ever since he has teased me and claims that I like midgets. I'm not saying anything against midgets, y'all. Please, I have love for everyone. But that's what he tries to tease me about. What did you just wait? I want to catch everything. He was also on the movie Friday. You are wrong. You are wrong. Shady, shady SBK. He is, man. He's rude. Short men. Stop, SBK. Let me see what Real said. Short men embody meanness and allow certain things over them, not all but a lot. So I can speak on such men. I don't know. And never mind. I'm not going to say where's me gold. I'm just laughing, Joe. Okay, okay. You can laugh because he's a freaking nut. Sorry. The shadiest live chat on YouTube right now. He's mean, y'all. He's given me a hard time ever since. Real talk, dude was that thing that was on the movie 300 that couldn't lift his shield. You are so mean. You're so mean. Oh my god, but he did. That's why sometimes now I don't it's okay because he did block me off. I didn't do nothing to him. I was very respectful. I have other friends that know that met him too. And we met him, his girlfriend. Y'all, I really met him. I even went there because y'all don't know. I went there, met his girlfriend in person with the utmost respect. Because, look, once our ties are cut, whatever you do from this point on, I ain't a hater. If I ain't with you no more for whatever reason, it ain't for me. It wasn't for me. Okay? So I'm no hater. Whomever you have from this point on, more power to you. I love it for you. I love love. Okay. So I'm gonna be your biggest supporter if you're still in my life, right? If you're still a friend of mine, if you're still right, if we still cool, I'm gonna support you, whatever you want. I would love for you to support me, because hey, ay, Dios, God's not gonna have me short person, right? Maybe y'all because y'all are helping me be ugly right now. Dios, please no. Y'all, SBK, I remember that scene clear as day. He's so mean, man. Let me just turn my phone and TV off. I'm sorry, Miss Alice. Lucky, Lucky Charms are magically delicious. Hey, y'all are so mean. No, but really, oh, that was a typo, Jill. Denise, nope. This is far from shady. I've been shady. I've seen shady. He was also the movie Friday that, oh, I already read that one. You're so mean. You're so wrong. Trust me, I already know. I'm not going to read the chat. Data dwarf, an elven dwarf from the elf tribe. Hi, y'all. Shut your mouth right now. Not the man from SBK is wrong, y'all. Twin. No, y'all. He is always, that's why he's enjoying it right now because I'm actually like being transparent and sharing with y'all. Um, and only because, I'm being transparent and I'm being honest. I'm letting y'all in a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. But no, honestly, like, um, when he got off that plane and he came through those doors, y'all, I couldn't be, I couldn't be like all excited because it was just not what I expected. So y'all do not do that, okay? Y'all meet some. I don't know why y'all be meeting somebody online anyway, for real. Because this online crap, people be fake. People be doing stuff to make themselves look different than what they look in person. You don't know what they do after they get off this app, after they get off of video conferencing with you. You don't know what they do. Okay? You don't know how they live. You don't know if they clean. I say this all the time because those are the things I think about, y'all. For real. For real. Y'all. I'm telling you, the guards I have up. 2 cent, that dude wanted it all. Wanted what? The 300 references. He's so wrong, y'all. He is wrong. If y'all, I don't know if y'all have ever heard him, but I know some people have heard him refer to me liking midgets. Y'all, that's why he says it, y'all. For real. This one incident. One. My ex-husband, my son's father, that's why I was talking about everyone else in my family being tall, other than myself. That's where all this stemmed from. My ex-husband he is 6'2". Okay. That's why when my son was 4 years old, his pediatrician did some kind of measuring. Y'all probably know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but they did some kind of measurement on him. And they told me that he would, at his tallest, they perceived him or they thought that he was going to be 6'5", up to 6'5". So my son still has growing to do. He's still growing. SBK knows that every time he sees him, he's grown even more tall, taller than he was before. I have pictures of them side by side, and every time he keeps growing. He's already past SBK. So, but yeah, my son, he keeps growing. So, no, I don't prefer short at all. At all. But he likes to believe that that's my preference. I promise y'all. I promise and he did. He explained to me, SBK, you are wrong. You better come up here. Y'all, that's why he says it wrong. I can hear the background, SBK. You have me on another device because I brought you to the stage. This is wrong, bestie. I hear you laughing.
Y'all, I wouldn't lie to y'all.
This is wrong, SBK. He had dreads too, so that does not look like him.
Hey, y'all. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I wouldn't lie to y'all at all.
You are so wrong. You are so wrong. My beautiful demure sis Joe. Sis, thank you for being here, JD. But I am talking right now. I've been being transparent. If you weren't listening, I've been talking about someone that catfished me on this here internet. Oh, he took me off the. He catfished me on this here internet, JD, to catch you up. And when I met him online, which was error one. Error two was believing the angles he would take pictures at. And when I met him in person, sis, he was pretty short. He was only 2 inches taller than me. And he had that build where you got short legs and a longer torso. So he had that build. So he looked very short. And it was not my choice. It was not what I chose. It was not. That's why, JD, you like to tease me that I go to sleep alone at night. And you like to ask me those questions. That's why I sleep alone, JD, because I got guards up. Because those are reasons I have guards up. Because I met somebody offline and he was short. And he catfished me.
This is who she met, y'all.
Thank you. JD is greeting everyone in the chat, by the way. She is one of my followers. She's in Kenya, so it's a totally different time zone. She's waking up right now. Thank you for being here. I think I saw Sirius S, no?
Yep.
First Lady, thank you for being here. First Lady, I've been transparent tonight, and I was giving away some stuff that I don't normally talk about. And my bestie has always claimed that I like or prefer short men, and I don't.
Serious? Somebody she dated looked just like this guy here. that's who he looked like.
I did not date him. Let me get this straight. Let me make it clear.
Alice, Shanice, 2 Cent, Real. All of y'all are brilliant.
Just because he flew from Hawaii to here to see me does not mean that I dated him. Let me get that first clear. He came twice, though.
He wanted it all. Hey, y'all remember that scene in the movie where they offered him all kinds of stuff or whatever to turn against Leonidas, offered him women and all kinds of stuff. Yes, I want it all. Once he met Joe, yes, I want it all.
I can't wait to see you. You're gonna get it. You are wrong. You are wrong. On so many levels, you are wrong. Like 22, thank you so much. I hope y'all are liking. I hope you're crying. Ooh. Oh, darn, my God, today and tomorrow. Girl, just wait till I see him. It's going to be soon, too. You better watch out. You are wrong. You are wrong.
2 Cent, hey, Walt, Alice, Shanice, Sirius.
You're wrong.
Look, I am not lying.
It's not my preference. That's all I'm trying to say. My preference is not.
She said she's 5'3". That ninja was way shorter than her.
No, he just looked it because his legs were short.
and he called himself a bodybuilder.
You were wrong. You didn't have to tell me. Look, I'm telling the story. I'm telling and I choose to tell. You are wrong. I don't tell your stuff.
Oh, yes, you have.
Yes, I have. I know.
Exactly. Oh Lord. You know, Alice, no, I'm not wrong. I'm being right. He said he was a bodybuilder.
My chest muscles are hurting.
Am I lying on that? Am I lying? All right then. we this is transparent talks, and it's transparent talks. This is transparent talks, y'all. This is transparent for you. I'm telling you, 2 cents. That dude met Joe and said, yes, I want it all.
He did though, y'all. That's why I told y'all, I've never had a problem being Big Joe. Because I was not Little Joe. Y'all stupid. I'm stupid, y'all. I was Thickums. Hey, I was Thickums Joe back then, right?
Well, look here. At least if something was to pop off or whatever, you would have a stool for him, and you both y'all have a stool.
And I want to throw something at you right now. I want to throw something at you. You are wrong.
Hey, I'm not hating. I said what I said. I'm being honest. That's honesty for your butt right there. I'm being honest. Look here. That dude looked just like this dude right here. I ain't lying. He looked just like. I ain't lying. It's just like that dude. I ain't lying.
Serious. He's always, y'all, that's why I'm telling y'all, because and I'm giving you guys some really real talk, transparent talk about myself, because I walked into it. I take responsibility. I opened it up. I opened up the floodgates because I said I have guards. There's reasons I have guards up, y'all. There's reasons why I have guards up. Because I've gone through things that y'all wonder why I've been guarded for so long now? They ain't playing with me. I said what I said. You have guards too, right? You talk about there's certain things, certain men you won't go, Okay, there's a reason why, right? There's reasons why I have guards, y'all. They play too much on this here internet. Y'all talk about folks being fake out here. It's true.
I said what I said. I said before you go. I said what I said. Before you go. He's also. You remember you was talking about before you go. I said what I said. Come back, and I'll let you go. Then you go. Let me tell you this. You know how you was talking about how these dudes be all the time talking about mental health and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Stop.
I'm just saying. People always talk about that, and you say, and I see you can't keep talking about that, right? Do something about it. All right, then. He one of them dudes. I'm just saying.
He is.
So I said what I said. You are a Nostradamus.
I'm sorry. I said what I said. I'm sorry.
You are a Nostradamus because that's very much true. So, but he wanted it all.
He came from, y'all. I don't feel I didn't back then.
And wait. Time out.
He came from Hawaii, y'all, to come and see me in Texas.
Time out. And guess what? Guess what I said? What I said, Alice. Guess who he had? Guess who he had a problem with?
Lord. Bye. I said what I said. You have muscles he could never have. That's all. Not anything else. I have standards. These people be catfishing. Serious. They really do. That's why I have guards, y'all. That's why I said if I ever, you ain't just gonna come and see me. No. I have guards, y'all. I have guards.
And you should have height. You should have height limits too.
I didn't know. And I mean, are you supposed to ask? Are you supposed to ask somebody? Do you ask women? How tall are you? You don't ask women, see? But you don't care, right? You don't care if a woman's short. You don't care if a woman's tall. You'll climb that tree. I know. So it's different for a woman. Am I supposed to ask y'all? Y'all need to tell me. Y'all need to school me on dating because I don't date either. I got guards up, y'all. He thought you were a better bodybuilder. Y'all.
What?
Nothing.
What?
You were stronger than him. He couldn't even carry he couldn't carry the muscles you have on one leg on his frame. Get fail. Joanna, stop. SBK, I'm gonna have to go pray. She said she knows you would climb that tree. He would. If she was tall, he would. It wouldn't matter. You know, for a man, any man, right? I don't think any man would mind if she was tall. They sure as heck wouldn't mind if they were short, right? Have you heard a man complain? They're too tall. Well, someone, right? Someone that popped the balloon. That's crazy. That's crazy for them to complain. I'm asking everything from their expectations, requirements, and paperwork. They gotta have some paperwork, girl, for real. Because
I will say this.
He ain't deny it. He wouldn't deny it. Oh, Shanice, he won't deny it.
What?
That he climbed the tree.
Huh?
She said that you didn't deny that you would climb the tree.
Oh, for a woman?
For you to climb a tree if she was taller.
Oh, I'd chop her down.
Yeah. Did he not just look like a lumberjack? What the heck?
I'm lumberjack ready. Alice, I'm ready. Chop her down, baby. Paul Bunyan like a mofo. The Texas Paul Bunyan.
You're stupid. Thank you, JD. I appreciate you. You stupid. For real. You're wrong. He said, oh, I'd chop her down. But he looked like a... But no, that tells you, JD, sis, that tells you why I sleep alone. First and foremost. Why I choose to sleep alone. Why I have guards up. Because I've been catfished. I have been catfished. Okay? I did not. I honestly, I'm not lying. God is my witness. And y'all know I don't play with that. God is my witness. I did not expect what I saw when he came through those doors when I picked him up at the airport. I didn't expect it. I did not know. And then we worked out at the gym. So we went to work out and he was taking pictures, right? And he was explaining to me how to take the picture. That's why I knew that I got catfished. And I had no idea that that's why I didn't have an idea of how short he was. because he would purposely take his pictures a certain angle. That's how I learned. He didn't tell me this is what I do. No, he was in the gym showing me how to take the picture at an angle. And I realized, tonta, that means dummy in Spanish. I am realizing that's why you didn't look short to me when I met you online. That is the truth. I don't care what he says, whoever, whatever angle you see him on. He's a Paul Bunyan Texan. Texas Paul Bunyan. All right. But anyway, y'all made me be transparent too much tonight. I apologize. I opened up the floodgates though. I was explaining why I have guards up. And that is one of the reasons, main reasons, y'all. That's one of the main reasons, for real. For real, for real.
Hey, on a serious note, Wanda had a question for you, but you were cooking.
Oh, she did?
I got it right here.
Okay. Let me see. Do have more skin that needs to be removed? Oh, do I? If you don't mind me asking, and of course you don't have to answer if that's private. Oh, no. I'm an open book. Do I have more skin that I want to have removed? I do not believe so. When I went recently, my doctor is phenomenal, by the way. Even SBK adores him. Okay, adores the team, adores all of them. And they, of course, they're doctors. They know women and how they work on women, so they can see that there's some things that I could have tweaked, I guess, right? And I could have done. But as for me, if I have more skin that I want to have removed, I do not. I do not. For me, I know that I know, and I have witnessed firsthand that I can tone my body. I I've seen other people do it, and I have witnessed myself do it in little bit here and there, where I can tone my body and make myself look different than once upon a time. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting in the gym and being able to retone and make my body look a certain different way. To give y'all an example, I could show you guys in just the past few weeks, I have put on 10 pounds, and it has really done a difference for me, for my liking. One of the things I told my doctors, I didn't want to lose my derriere and my hips. I don't know how to say it. How do you say it? Derriere. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong word, but I didn't want to lose my butt and hips. Okay. And I told them that, but it's going to be my nutrition and my workouts and building my muscles. And, I'm headed there, y'all. I'm headed there. For me, it's not a number. For me, and this is one of the things that I was talking about that my doctors shared with me then, and Bestie had to remind me about. My doctors told me where I'm at right now in my weight. There's no reason for me to lose more weight at my age, at my health. I've even, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share this with you. So even at 525 pounds, I did not have high blood pressure. I did not have high cholesterol. I did not have diabetes. So I've always been pretty good in health-wise. I was very heavy, and I stopped breathing. I had sleep apnea. So that was the only morbid obesity illness that I did carry back then. So the gluteus maximus, yes, thank you, First Lady. Thank you, keeping me good, keeping me clean. But so now I'm very good health-wise. Health-wise, I'm very, very good. I check my blood work constantly, periodically every 3 months. I constantly am checking myself, my health. And so I don't, shut up. So I seriously just want to tone. And my doctors suggested that. They suggested I not lose more weight. They suggested I start toning my body. And once I'm able to get in the gym and start toning my body, that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm excited to go. So losing more skin for me is not important at all. Um, Getting some, y'all tell him to flex like that, because he right now he didn't just come from the gym, so you can't see it, but it's right there. Look, look, he just moves like that. You can see that. See that muscle? I don't know. Can you point? That's and he does it, y'all. But look, his this is the trap. If y'all don't know, you can't see it on me, but it's the muscle he has right here, right there, right there, coming from the neck, like that. That's the muscle. Yes, yes, that right there, like right there. Thirst trap, y'all. I want some of that. I had a little bit before surgery. I had a little bit. Don't be making that face, fool. I had a little bit, and I have a little bit, on my arms. You can see a little bit, starting to. You could see, okay, little bit. But I'm gonna work on that. My back muscles, y'all. I can't wait. My calves. Now you're gonna be able to see my calf muscles. Have I had calf muscles? No. Okay, I don't care. You don't know. But anyway, look. Um, I'm gonna start working on my muscles. My gluteus maximus muscle. I'm gonna start working it out. I have a question that's been on everyone's mind, but they didn't know how to say it. Can I throw a caveat here since we're being transparent? I thought that was the question. Sure, you can ask anything. Lord, it's time for me to go. Okay, Shanice, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Happy birthday, dear.
She ain't going nowhere. Come back here, Shanice.
My shorty, well, girl, I feel good because you're shorter than me. Why aren't you two dating? Girl, because I don't date. And that's the bestie. Why don't we date? Because I know his ass, y'all. Y'all don't know.
That's just like dating my sister or my mother or my mother.
A mother.
That ain't gonna happen.
There you go.
No.
He's always told me, like always compared me to his mom. He has.
2 cents.
2 cents. Mother is crazy. He's always compared me to his mom. My dad used to say, okay, so my dad always questioned also, but my dad used to say, I always wanted someone like my mom. That's what my dad would say, right? But no, Bestie has always said, even one time, y'all, he told me that he thought, he was a little tipsy though, but he told me that he felt that his mom put me in his life as for a reason. In other words, because I even say a lot of things that remind him that his mom said. I used to tell him because he procrastinates sometimes, y'all. I could tell y'all some things because I know where the skeletons are buried. Okay, hey, he changed it for a reason, but no, he once told me about that his mom would say, oh, he procrastinates sometimes, and I told him one time, why leave for tomorrow when you can do wait, say it, can you say it? Tomorrow, what you can do today. That's what I said to him, and he's like, ain't that crazy? My mom used to always tell me that. That's what he told me. But I have to say that to him often, y'all, because he procrastinates and puts things off often. I understand the reasoning. I have a male bestie, and I feel the same way. So bestie, just but yeah, I guess he sees me like his mom. He's never actually told me that, but he's often compared me to his mom. He's often compared me to his mom. Often. Mother is crazy. SBK, you ain't about to have me lusting around here. I got enough to repent for. Chill. Hide the thirst. Y'all, I want some thirst traps, but they'll never be that big, y'all. But I want some for real. And they started. I know I'm stupid, but for real. I know where the skeletons are buried though. I even have proof of buried skeletons, so
Oh, that's messed up. That's an inside joke, y'all. I know what she talking about.
I even have proof.
It's so messed up, bruh. Hey, everybody has a past, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody does. And I wouldn't yeah, I opened up the floodgates. So
I have
when
a.
I was saying
Go ahead.
when I was saying that when I was saying that I have guards up when it comes to men, that opened up that floodgate. So it's my fault. Okay? It is my fault. Proof.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
proof.
yes, Shanice.
Okay?
She does. Everybody.
The other day I opened up my drawer and I was like, oh hell. I don't know why. Anyway.
No, you had me looking for something. I'm like, what you got this for? What the hell? Everybody has a past, y'all. Everybody, but Alice, I will say this, my peer, I've came a long ways.
Oh, yeah, he has. And I give him compliments. I hope he understands. I've given him compliments, and I don't say it to put him down. He a lot of times feels that I'm being condescending of sorts, or putting him down in any way. But that's not my purpose. My purpose is to let him know that I'm very proud of him. He's come, y'all, from when I first met him. He's come a long way, and on his own, like, because he wants to, right? He wanted to change, or he wanted to grow. He wanted to. That's on him. Nobody's forcing him, right? We all change and grow because we want to. So I acknowledge that I see it. I see the growth in him. Um, and I'm completely different too from when he first met me. I'm a completely different person. I'm more like a mom now, right? So I'm a completely different person than when we first met. So we all change. You should, though. You should be growing. You should be learning. You should be evolving in life. If you're not, you're wasting your life. But I am. I've been very proud of him. He's come a long, long way.
Now we talk about transparent talks. The title of her sermon today is "Where She Is Right Now." So where I am right now, I'm on a real talk though. I'm a completely different person than I was. What's this year? So what's this year's 2025? So for the past, years, few decades in a nickel, I've came a long ways because she's explaining to y'all about where she is now physically with her fitness, and where she is with her Yes, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
I had to know. I had to let her know I was answering her.
Yeah, yeah, it was bad. Miss Alice, like I said, I've always had to. Miss Alice, I'm gonna say this here without giving too much information. I could have
Gone a
really,
different,
what's that?
gone a different path.
Oh yeah, big time, big time. But the old SBK, you know what I mean? Is he still in there? Yeah, sometimes he comes out.
I can vouch for that too.
But not fully. But not fully.
No, not fully, not fully. No, never.
But
Never.
I'm a
Okay.
change. You remember that song, Alice? We grew up on Alice. You know, I know I've been changed. Ooh. I sing it for you, Alice. I sing it for you, Shanice. But yeah, I'm thankful. But Joe, I appreciate you.
Did you see what Sirius? I said thank you for your honesty, and I pray that both of you find someone that's suitable for your personification. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much, Sirius. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I ain't looking serious, but I appreciate you.
Yeah, he has to look. I have to be found. Because I would never go looking. Especially with that man, y'all. I told y'all, if you weren't here serious, I said, if I had a man, this is how I said it. If a man was interested in me, he'd have to come and stab me and tell me, I want you. Because, baby, the guards I have up, never. I'm not joking. And these are reasons. That's why I opened up the floodgates, y'all. I was explaining why I have guards. Because, man, men are, well, first, see, he kind of opened up a little bit. The man he wasn't only short and he didn't only catfish me. He had a lot of mental health issues due to reasons that he went through in his life. Very well, very, very, there was reasons and there's, he's, how do I say it? He has every right to have those, right? I mean, he does. Did he try to work on them his own way? But it's just, it's not for me. But the fact of the matter that you catfished me, that kind of puts me like at a guard. It's like, oh. And then for my bestie to think that I prefer midgets? No.
That's cap. That's cap. Pause. That's cap. Shanice, that's cap. I know, Shanice, you're intrigued now, but SBK was thugged out on death row. Miss Alice, Shanice, SBK was thugged out, baby. It was a real deal. But I'm changed.
Wow.
Hey, the facial expressions don't lie. It's one thing about SBK, y'all. Whether it's in real life on here, I can't lie. Facial expressions, I cannot lie. You got one here. Yeah, you either. I can't lie. That's real talk.
Joe, it's nice that you didn't totally write him off because of the height and catfishing.
She could have. She could have.
Joe, I understand your hesitation. It's too many unhinged, unscrupulous, and incompetent people that are out for themselves and don't want a true relationship. Baby, ooh, preach. It's true. Or they're just not on my I have to be equally yoked. I was brought up with certain morals, certain beliefs, or my dad taught me a certain way. My dad taught me about men from a very young age, he would tell me, don't trust the man if they say this, because I was always a big girl. He would always say, my dad at 15, I remember telling me, Joe, if a man steps to you, they just want one thing, because you have a big butt and a big hips. This is what he said to me. And I'm thinking at 15 years old that they wouldn't want me for any other reason. Like I wouldn't be good enough for them to want me. Like that's how I perceived it at the time. But he was putting me up on game. And I didn't realize it then. But my dad always, you know, and he even, I remember him saying every single time he gave me advice, I know I'm a man, and I would just gross out because, ew, that's my dad, you know what I mean? But, you know, like he was telling me how men think or how boys thought, you know, he would tell me these things. So it was not, I mean, I was taught a certain way. I was taught with certain respect. I was taught, and a lot of men, a lot of people nowadays don't understand loyalty. They don't understand honesty. They don't understand about commitment. They don't understand about the way I was brought up. Okay, too many people are just very frivolous. I was taught in a household where, and it was brought up today, and it was very funny that they brought it up, but I was taught whatever happens in our household or in our family, it's shared between us first. Before anyone else finds out about what's going on in our family, we should know first. No one else outside of this circle should know before I know. So I, you know, was brought up that between me and my husband, or me and mine, well, I've only had husbands, but between me and my husband, it should be between us first. We're supposed to be that team. We're supposed to be that partnership, right? And so whatever happens between us two, it shouldn't be, you know, other people should not know before me and you know, right? And that's not how, I've never experienced that. I've been, you know, I have been in committed relationships, and I've never had someone who understood that. I'm the type, if I have a significant other, I'm going to notify them first. Okay, let me tell you this. If this is what I mean. If I do a post, I'm going to tag my significant other or my closest friend first and go in that order. That is how loyal I was taught. That is what loyalty is. That is what honor is for me. And you don't get people like that anymore. You don't get people who understand that anymore. You don't get people who perceive things that way. And I'm not getting emotional, but because it's true. Like people, I haven't met people that understand that or that treat you that way. You know what I mean? People, that's why I have guards, y'all. I have guards. Like you don't meet somebody who sees honor that way. I mean, when you honor the person that you're with, and that's how I was brought up. That's how I was taught. That was my dad. And I was raised by my dad. Alice, I shared that with you today. I was raised by my dad. And that's how he raised us. You know, we were, you know, loyalty, honor. He raised us on honesty, on, you know, just being, sharing between you and, you know, my mom. So this is the other thing. This is how I saw my parents. My parents, when me and my sisters came to the age of being able to vote, my dad was in politics back home, and we would go vote. And we were going to go vote. I remember my parents and me and my sisters were already of age to vote, and we were still living at home. So we were going to vote, and we were like, Dad, who do we vote for? we don't know. We just started voting. You know, we're still 18, 19. We're young. We're going to college. We're still at home. And my parents are in the front seat and Dad, who do we vote for? That's between y'all. Y'all need to figure that out. You figure that out. That's between you need to do. Dad, well, who are you and mom voting for? Well, that's between me and mom. That's how they taught us. That was their relationship. My mom and my dad, they shared everything to each other, between each other. And that was honor. That was loyalty. That was respect. Like you don't see that anymore. You know, everybody shares everything with everybody. They don't see about, putting honor first and, putting you first or you don't see that in relationships much anymore. You know, and you don't meet people that understand it. There's a lot of people today and nowadays they think it's whatever. It's like it's no big deal. They don't see it as a big deal. Or if you do that for them, they don't even know that you're doing it. That's the biggest thing for me. It's like they don't even acknowledge it because it's not something that's important to them. So those kind of things, like you got to be equally yoked for me. You got to be on the same page for me, and I don't think I'd ever, be able to find that it's really sad. Nowadays, the world is different. Hey, Just Jay, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But anything else? I don't know. Oh, hold on. I also mentioned that I wanted to do a check-in. Are we on track? Okay. This is a personal check-in for me, but I want to ask you guys. That's why I wanted to ask you guys also with me. Are we on track? We are November. What's today, Bestie? Oh my God. Okay, I got to hurry up and get off of here because tomorrow would have been my father's 77th birthday. Tomorrow. In just a little while. So I'm I'm going to be going through. So if I don't speak to y'all, no. So anyway, I want to check. It's already November 13th. We're close to the holidays. We're close to the end of the year. Okay. So are we on track? We had a whole year. I've been going through a lot, but are we on track? And that's what I wanted to ask all of you, all of us. Where you are on track? Where do you feel off track? What you're doing to realign yourself if you don't feel on track? Or are you emotionally, physically, financially, are you on track for the things that you wanted to accomplish? And it's not about accomplishing it, just accomplish one thing at a time. One thing at a time. But are you on track? I just want to poise that question to you. I want you to think, this is for you to think about. Are you on track for what you want for yourself? That's what I want. It's okay to start again. If you don't feel on track, you can start again, but start from where you're at. There's no reason for you to go all the way to the beginning. Start from where you're at. There's no failure because this is your journey. This is your life. This is a lifestyle. So whatever you want to accomplish in this life, as long as you have breath, start from where you're at and keep going, one foot in front of the other. Healing doesn't follow a perfect timeline. Healing comes as you grow and as you continue to learn. You're allowed to grow through seasons, not just push through them. You're allowed to continue to grow. Just like my bestie said, he has come a long way. He has been allowed to grow through every season of his life. In our life. And you are allowed to grow through seasons. You don't have to just push through them. However, I am here to continue to remind you I thank you for being here. I thank you all for being here. SBK, get so much needed rest. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings, chat. That's from Just Jay. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope you enjoyed my crazy transparent talk. If you missed it, Just Jay, you can catch the replay. It's very interesting and hilarious. If you missed it, you might have been in the bushes. But if you missed it, hit the replay. If you enjoyed yourself, leave me a comment. Share if you feel that someone else needed to hear this tonight. Don't forget to like for sure. But I appreciate you all. This was wonderful. God bless you all abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much, Shanice. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. My shorty girlfriend. Yes. I'm all excited because she's shorter than me. She's shorter than me. No. But I'm sure there's others shorter than me too. Everyone have a blessed and highly favored day and evening. And yes, you guys keep me in prayer, okay? Keep me in prayer. But I get through it, because I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I was blessed to have my daddy. My daddy liked him too. My daddy adored this lumberjack over here. I don't know why, but he did. He actually related a lot with him. They were both single dads, kind of. So, but that was my daddy. But anyway, with that said, thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and keep pushing through with me. Oh, do you have anything you want to say? I am so sorry. I apologize.
No, thank you for having me up, and thank you, chat, for tuning in and listening to Bestie here. And thank y'all. I had fun as always. And if y'all missed out, y'all go back and catch the replay. But I appreciate you having me up, and that's it.
All right. Thank you so much. I apologize. I'm not used to it. But with that, y'all, keep pushing through with me because we are stronger together. Trust and believe.